and somewhere past Orion.
When I met Brent, I was playing in a fusion band, and we played this gig, and he comes up to us and he says, "Man, I could sing over your music like an angel." And I went, "What?" He's like, "Give me the CD." So he gave me the CD and he took it home and he dropped it off to our bass player. And the bass player didn't even listen to it. He handed it to me because he wanted to stay a fusion band. And I listened to it and I was like, it was so cool that I ended up getting rid of the bass player and the guitar player and started playing with Brent.
Eric and I have played in other arrangements, other bands. They were more on a rock and roll tip, and we would occasionally work with piano and vocals together, and found that we really liked the sound and the vibe that we had. When Eric and I first started playing around with this style, we were working in the college in Detroit called Marygrove, and we had access to this wing of Steinways. There were all these rooms with just these gorgeous pianos.
And I can hear you calling way up.
It was almost like it inspired a certain sound. That just those rooms and that hall just felt like this is kind of us, you know?
Like an echo in my ear or on the phone.
Brent and I have talked about how no one ever writes music for the dead. There's something about the sound of this duo that is very angelic, but it's dark and brooding, and it's an emotional thing is the best way to describe it. And we're trying to strip it down as hard as we can. We're trying to make it real.
Lay your hands on my head.
It's always the first take of what we do together is the best, you know, that we get it. The more we work it, the worse it gets. So we just kind of go with what is most natural. You got to have a partner like ASCAP because you spend a lot of time working on your music and they're able to offer you advice, and it's definitely something you should take advantage of, and you should get yourself started early on in your career.
And I imagine flowers coming.
ASCAP, I think, is a tremendous resource, as Eric mentioned, and aside from, you know, really assisting the process for you to be recognized as a songwriter, they offer opportunities to learn and figure out what's going on in the industry and just kind of keeping you up to date with like what's really happening. You know, I think that's where ASCAP has been really helpful and useful.
Having an entity like ASCAP, as we do, just offers a songwriter and an artist a lot of tools. And the funny thing is you know, for a long time we didn't, and many artists don't take advantage of those tools. Definitely look into what, you know, they can do for you and attend their events and use the connections that they have and, you know, the different things that they offer.
Lay your hands on